Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, and it is 4 p.m. I'd like to call to order the Public Works Commission meeting. I'll begin by taking the roll call. I am Mayor Kim Smith. I am present. Alder Diane Wolf.
I am here. Thank you.
Yep, and I am chairing on her behalf since she is attending remotely.
Thank you very much.
We find that works a lot better. Okay,
Absolutely.
and Jim Benash is not here. Larry Jurassic is not here. Jared Holter,
Here.
Sabrina Steger.
Here.
Okay, so we do have a quorum. We'll continue with item 2, consideration and action on minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
I'll second.
We have a motion on the floor by Jared Holter. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. The minutes are approved unanimously. Item 3 is public input. This is an opportunity for members of the public to address the Board of Public Works this evening. If anyone would like to do so, please begin by stating your name and your address and limiting your comments to 3 minutes. Would anybody like to address the Board of Public Works and Utilities this evening? Second call for public input. Third and final call for public input. That item is now closed and I'll move on. Oh, was there a comment? And we'll move on for consideration and possible action on the following items. Item 4 is a quote from 2025 Supervisory Control Data Acquisitions, more commonly known as SCADA. This is an upgrades project. We'd like to have our city Public Works Director, Jared Holter, introduce this item to the committee this evening.
Thank you, Honor. In your packet tonight, there is a set of specifications that was prepared by Strand Associates on behalf of the city. They were sent to LW Allen Electronics, their subsidiary that works on our SCADA system. They are our sole provider of the SCADA system work that we do. They have originally installed it in 2007 and actually have been working on it since then. This is an in-depth project. There's a lot, if you read pages 2 through 8 on what will be done, actually 2 through 10 in your packet tonight, what will be done for the project. I will highlight some of the items that are in there. We are adding flood alarms at our booster stations, new power monitor controls at wells 7, 8, and 10. Those were last installed in 2007 and 2008, so they're aging out and they're actually adding more capabilities to them. We're adding a lag pump run on SCADA graphics that we can actually then see on the SCADA system for lift stations. We're removing some outdated D152 controllers at lift stations that we can't replace anymore. And we are getting an updated radio test for the SCADA system. We're having some problems with growth of trees over the years and just trying to make sure we got line of sight and everything. We are getting called out once in a while in the middle of the night, different times of day, because we are not receiving communications. So we are recommending to proceed with LW Allen Electronics for their quote, removing item 17B from their quote for a total of $227,992. We do have $250,000 budgeted in the 2026 capital improvement budget to cover this project.
Thank you for that.
I'll make a motion to approve the quote for the 2025 Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, or SCADA upgrades, to Strand Associates.
LW Allen Electronics.
LW Allen.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Sabrina Steger. It's been approved by Jared Holter to move forward with the SCADA upgrades project as described for a total of $227,992, which is below our budgeted allocation. Any further discussion on this item? Not seeing or hearing any. All in favor of approving this expenditure, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. This motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 5 is regarding the storm lift station generator transfer switch, repair or replacement. I'll turn this matter over to Jared to give us an update on where he's at and how they would like to proceed.
Thank you. So during our monthly generator test, we realized that we could not transfer power. There's actually 2 transfer switches at the storm lift station. As you know, that's a very large electrical load at that station, has a very large generator in the rear of that station, a lot of electric demand. So took us about a month to get things figured out. Agenda came out. We were able to, what was actually had failed in the existing transfer switch, one of the transfer switches was the spring relay. Believe it or not, it's an actual spring. So it's the only part in the transfer switch we can't bypass. They actually were able to find a spring relay on eBay. So we are getting parts off a secondary market for it because we can't, actually, they don't manufacture it anymore. We do have the Total Energy Systems working on it. When it comes, we are going to be able to install that spring relay, see if there's anything else that is not working within the transfer switch. But if we can get that spring relay, we are confident we can repair it. We're hoping that by the time we're done with this repair, getting the spring relay, and the Total Energy System's been out twice already, it'll be a 3rd time to put in the spring relay. We're hoping that would be at about $10,000. Our operating budget should be able to sustain that. We will be, assuming that we get the temporary fix in, we will be looking at a lot more of a long-term fix at budgeting in 2027 for, there's 2 transfer switches in that unit, and we would be looking at possibly budgeting for both at a cost of about $70,000. So currently we can run under power with pumps 1 and 2, 3 pumps in that lift station. We can run pumps 1 and 2 with regular power. The 3rd pump only runs on the standby generator, so we can't transfer to the standby generator if we need the 3rd pump. And if the power goes out, we only have the 3rd pump. We only have 1 pump if the power goes out right now. So it is a very, this is something that if we're going to get heavy rains, we have to have working. So we are working on it. We do have monies within our budget, operating budget, to cover the repairs right now. So we're not looking at this time for authorization to replace the transfer switch. So I don't know if we need a motion necessarily. That I think it's just for information currently.
Okay, does anyone have any questions or comments regarding the transfer switch repair at the stormwater lift station? Okay, so Jared, you're good?
Good.
Okay, for info only. Item number 6 is the 2026 miscellaneous contract bid. I see we do have the bid numbers on our desk. Would you like to go through those, Jared?
Sure. We did open the bids today for the 2026 miscellaneous concrete project. Did have 3 bidders that were all pre-approved for the bid. Our apparent low bid was Maderi Concrete at $196,700. We did have a combination of stormwater operating funds, miscellaneous repairs through the capital improvement budget, and the 2026 sidewalk project, which is included in 2026 capital improvement budget for approximately $300,000. So we are under bid. We will be seeing what we can accomplish. We are a little bit behind on the miscellaneous concrete part of the sidewalk replacement program, just due to the number of replacements we have. So we'll be looking at what funds we have available left over for future projects. But we are recommending the bid be awarded to Maderi Concrete for $196,700.
Right.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 miscellaneous concrete award bid to Maderi Concrete in the amount of $196,700.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Sabrina Steger. It's been seconded by Jared Holter to approve the concrete bid as described and award it to Maderi Concrete. Is there any other discussion on this item? Jared?
There's one more
I
thing.
have a quick-
Maderi
Sorry,
Concrete.
Diane, I'll come to you next. Jared?
Sorry, Diane.
Thanks. You're good.
Maderi Concrete has performed the work previously for us, so they have worked for the city.
Okay, thank you. All right, Diane, go ahead.
And Jared just answered my question.
Okay.
Mind reading.
Yeah, Diane, don't be afraid to jump in. I know it's hard when you're virtual because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Real time. We understand. Okay, so the motion on the floor is to approve this concrete bid and award it to Maderi. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. The next one is the 2026 Urban Forestry Program Project bid. This is an annual event, but I'll turn it over to Jared for a description.
In your handout tonight, we did have 3 bidders on this project. All three bidders have bid previously. We did have a low bid from Zilmer Tree Management of $32,400. We did have $55,000 budgeted for this project. As the mayor stated, this is an annual project. Zilmer Tree Management has performed work for the city in a previous year for the urban forestry program under a different name, but they are the same individuals that actually did the project. So staff is recommending award to Zilmer Tree Management for $32,400.
Thank
And
you.
make that in the form of a motion.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Jared Holter. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger to move forward with the urban forestry program project in the amount of $32,400 with Zilmer Tree Management. Is there any questions or discussion? Okay, the motion on the floor is to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. That motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 8 is the 2026 Wellington Greens Park Improvement Project bid. This bid opening also we have on our desks. I'll turn it over to Jared for his comments.
Thank you. We did also open this bid today. We did have 4 bidders on this project. All those were pre-approved bidders. Our bids for the base bid ranged from $91,067 to $130,784.15. We did have a bid alternate on this bid also. With this, the capital improvements budget did have a $250,000 budget for this project. With the low bid of Winona Mechanical of the base bid plus the bid alternative comes to $137,806. This was a very favorable bid. The bids kind of ramped up from that amount. Winona Mechanical has performed city contracts for the city previously within the city and done favorable work. So we are recommending award to Winona Mechanical for the base bid plus alternate one in the amount of $137,806.
I'll make a motion to award the Wellington Greens Park Improvement Projects bid to Winona Mechanical for the base bid plus bid alternate one for a total of $137,806.
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you for that. We have a motion on the floor by Sabrina, seconded by Jared Holter to approve this bid as described and award it to Winona Mechanical. Is there any discussion or comments on this item? Okay, not seeing or hearing any. The motion is to approve this. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you for that. Item number 9 is the 2026 pavement maintenance project, the chip sealing. With that, I'll turn it over to Jared to describe this year's projects.
Thank you. In your packet tonight, I do have the proposed chip seal for 2026. The streets are outlined on pages 32, 33, and 34 with adjacent maps following. We are proposing to do a total cost of $335,653.09 as our chip seal project for the year. We do have 400,000 budgeted in the capital improvements budget, but we will utilize the rest of the funds for crack filling and some pavement marking after the chip seal. So we are trying to keep in that 8 to 10 year range for the chip seal. We have been couple of the streets that were slated for chip seal in 2026, we've actually moved them into the capital improvements budget for mill and overlay to try and extend their life. So we did move a few things around, but I feel this is another very important item in our pavement preservation and how our streets look within the city. So staff is recommending we're going with La Crosse County. They have performed the chip seal project for us for approximately the last almost 30 years. We have a good working relationship with them, and they have done work that is satisfactory to our specifications.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 pavement maintenance chip seal to La Crosse County for the amount of $335,653.09.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Second.
Okay.
Oh, we'll give that one to Diane.
Well, Diane, we'll let you have that since you got to get a word in edgewise. Okay.
I had
we
to
have a
get in
motion-
there first.
We have a motion on the floor by Sabrina Seeger. It's been seconded by Diane Wolf because we know she loves chip sealing.
Yes.
The project has been described.
right.
Is there any other comments or questions regarding this item? Okay, we'll go ahead then with the motion to approve, to awarding it to La Crosse County for the amount said. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Ms. Chair, can we maybe do item 12 first? I should have had these in a different order. If we do 12 relates to the resolutions above, so if we do 12, it might make more sense.
Sure, no problem. Okay, we're going to jump ahead to item 12, Diane. This is the US Highway 53 Sand Lake Road Regional Pond Project. This is a project we've been working on for quite a while, part of the TID 6, but we'll let Jared introduce it in more detail.
Thank you. In your packet tonight, under item 12, we do have correspondence from our design engineer that we have awarded the project for design to Strand Associates. As part of their request for proposal submittal, they were the only engineering firm that brought up the grant process. There may be some grant funding available for this area. With that, we had correspondence with them and looked at it. And if you actually go to page 47 of your packet, you can see that they had outlined 3 possible grant scenarios for us. We are actually, as part of this, going to request funding to go for the first 2. The first one is the Wisconsin DNR Urban Non-Point Source Grant for construction. We have a potential funding amount of up to $150,000 for that. We also have a Wisconsin DNR Municipal Flood Control Grant that is possibly up to $600,000 in funding. If you also look on page 47 where that information is at, if you look at where they've looked at our potential score on those, nothing's guaranteed, but it looks like we're scoring where we have very favorable look at getting those grants. They did actually increase the amount of grant funding from, I think, 2.3 million to 3 million. I think it says in here for the flood control grant, and the urban non-point source grant has been around for a long time. So it's one that doesn't get a lot of use, let's say. So with that, then, if you go to page 45, they kind of outline what the staff would have to do, which we've done a lot of this already. We've solicited letters of support. If we go forward with this, the resolutions are in our packet and as the next items. And then we've done some hazard assessments and things. Part of this, for city staff to do these grants, we don't have the expertise. We don't have the contacts. You can see from the emails that our consultant has already contacted the DNR engineers that do these grants to ask them about them, to gather their input, to ensure they're getting the correct items in the grant. So I really feel that it would be behoove us to have Strand help us with this grant. Already have a design contract approved with them for the original consulting amount, but this would, they're proposing to add 15,000 for these grant applications. That does sound like a lot of money, but as he points out, it's almost a 50-to-1 return on investment, and I really feel we would have a good shot at getting these grants. If I thought it was more not as good of odds, I would not probably go forward with it, but I really think we should. We do have monies in the TID account that could pay for this increase of services, so I feel comfortable with that too. So guess open up for questions after that.
Well, with that said, I'll just add too that what we see on the transportation side is if the project is already ready and the state can look at it, it really puts you in a premium position for getting awarded these type of grants. So I think the timing of this is really great, and Strand will definitely be a good partner. Is there any other questions or comments regarding the engaging with Strand to pursue these two grant opportunities? Sabrina?
Thank you, Your Honor. The only thing that I would add is by the possibility of getting these grants, that does help us in our TIDs, then we have to borrow less in the future for this project. So I am fully on board with moving forward with hiring Strand to complete the grant paperwork.
Thank you. Diane, did you have any questions about this? This one is a little bit non-routine.
No, but I'm really excited at the possibility. I think this is a fantastic possibility, and I think we'd be almost near foolish to not participate.
All right, sounds good. So we'll need to get a motion then to approve engaging with Strand at a not to exceed. I'll make the motion to engage with Strand for consulting services not to exceed $15,000 for the grant funding services, and that money would be funded from the TID 6.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Kim Smith, seconded by Sabrina Seeger to move forward as described. Is there any additional comments or questions? Okay, the motion is to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Now we'll go back up. Since we did decide to proceed, now we'll go over to item 10, Resolution 7-2026. This is authorizing the Director of Public Works to act and administer the Urban Non-Point Source and Stormwater Grant for the City of Onalaska, La Crosse County, Wisconsin. Jared, did you want to comment on this?
I'd say the next two resolutions are directly off what the DNR is requiring us to submit for we can submit, it could be someone besides Director of Public Works, but we have to submit these for the grants in order to apply.
Okay, giving you permission to apply for and administer the grant.
Yep.
Okay, make a motion, someone.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 7-2026, authorizing Director of Public Works to act as administrator for the Urban Non-Point Source and Stormwater Grant for the City of Onalaska.
I'll second.
Okay, motion on the floor by Jared Holter, seconded by Sabrina Steger to approve Resolution 7-2026. Is there any discussion or questions or comments? Okay. Do you have a question?
I was just going to add that these are pretty routine with the grant funding. I get the same type of resolutions for all of the public transit grants. So it's very common to see these.
Okay, thank you. The motion on the floor is to approve Resolution 7 for 2026. All those in favor of approving this, please say aye.
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 If there are any opposed, please say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. We'll move on then to Resolution 8-2026. This is authorizing the submittal of a state grant application by the Director of Public Works and the subsequent appropriation of City Onalaska funds for a municipal flood control grant. This is the US Highway 53 Sand Lake Road Regional Pond Project. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve Resolution 8-2026.
I'll second.
Motion has been made by Kim Smith. It's been seconded by Sabrina Steger. Is there any discussion on this resolution?
Only thing I would add here is that we are, part of the resolution is we're authorizing that if we get the grant, we will provide funds to finish the project. But we have already shown that in our capital improvements project, and we do have the TID as a funding mechanism.
Yeah, thank you. Any other comments? All right, motion on the floor is to approve Resolution 8-2026. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item number 13 is the pay estimates. We have the pay estimates from Strand Associates, Short Elliott Hendrickson, State of Wisconsin Department of Transportation, Winona Heating and Ventilation Incorporated. In our packet, there are 6 dated 3/3/26. Jared, have there been any additional since the handout?
No, just what's in the packet tonight.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve the 6 pay estimates as stated in our packet.
I'll second.
thank you. We have a motion on the floor by Sabrina Steger. It's been seconded by Jared Holter to approve the six payments dated 3/3/26. Any discussion on these? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you for that. Moving on to utilities, item 14, there is no report. Item 15 is adjournment. Do we have a
Move to
motion?
adjourn at 4:28 Central Time.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Diane. It's been seconded by Jared Holter to adjourn this meeting. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 We are adjourned. Thank you so much, Diane, for attending. We appreciate that.
Well, and
Thank you,
thank
Diane.
you for cheering. See
Go-
everyone next week. Appreciate it.
Go have fun.
Great. Oh, yes. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Aye.